You, what's happening, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. So, all I've been seeing in the mainstream media is these lunatics bitching about the tariffs. And ABC put this stat out that 600,000 people were going to be attending 1,400 protests. And if you do the math, that's about 425 people per protest. And then, of course, they came up with all kind of other numbers. First, they would say hundreds at the protests, then they said thousands. They're calling it hands off or some bullshit. Just unbelievable. Let me tell you something. If these tariffs work, they're still going to find something wrong with it. Doesn't matter what Trump does or says. And the same people, the same wrong people are against Trump. So I'm supporting Trump on that. We greatness. What's up? What's up, Eleanor? So, I'm sick of these fucking retards constantly crying about Trump. They're already talking about it. They were talking about impeaching him the first week, first few days. These people haven't learned anything. They really haven't. What the fuck? So let's get a little roll call here. I only see 3 people. What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe Canuck? Bobbity. What's happening? So you got these crybaby protests across the country, spreading all kind of misinformation too. Yeah. And they all hate Musk. Yeah. Some asshole outside here has a Tesla, and he has a bumper sticker that says I hate him too, trust me. And that's just so they don't fuck up his car. Like, you know what I mean? Like you bought the car, but you hate him, right? I mean, how the fuck is that supposed to make any fucking sense? You know what I mean? AJ, you fucking homo. What's up? Yeah, AJ probably went to one of those protests. It's fucking weak as shit. It's weak. And these are all supposed to be grassroots protests, right? It's all bullshit. Somebody's getting paid. You got all these dummy Democrat voters that are falling in line for corruption. Basically, that's even though they don't realize that, they're being, very, very corrupt rich people are against Trump. So they get these. I'll bet you did, AJ. Paid protests. How much they paying, AJ? $40 an hour. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't think he's kidding either. No matter what Trump does, no matter how much it benefits America, they're going to have a problem with it. There's never going to be one thing where they say, yeah, Trump did pretty good there. I mean, he's actually talking about doing away with taxes completely. But even if he did that, even if he was successful at that, they would still have these lunatics fucking, they're paying them to protest. So. Fucking ridiculous, really is. Yeah, AJ will act like it was a joke, but I bet he was getting paid $40. Like initially, ABC had, I think I already said this, but they had, they said there were 600,000 people and there was 1,400 protests. Well, the quick math tells you it's about 425 people per protest. You know what I mean? I hope they get violent so the fucking cops can kick some heads in. Hope they get stupid. Dangerfield responded to me. So, yeah, they're just doing a whole lot of bitching about Trump. And my phone gives me like free news, and it's all negative about Trump. All negative. How's Dangerfield doing? He's doing all right. He came back. He's doing streams. I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the deal was with Dangerfield. I'm not like. I think he was in some kind of hospital detoxing maybe or something. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. I really don't want to say it, but I'm not sure if he got back on drugs and this was his attempt to get off. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So maybe he was just sick. Who the fuck knows? But he did take off a few months, so yeah. Do you think there will ever be a detox clinic for TDS? No. No, they would have to pay them to go. So, yeah. So, Eleanor, what was that whole thing? Like, he was in the hospital and all. Was that related to drugs or like he took off for months, 2-3 months, something like that? Like, was that related to drugs? I'm thinking maybe it was. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm any better. He does look well, yeah. It just gets worse and worse here for me. You know what I mean? Constantly dealing with liars, scam artists, fucking. Oh man, it's too much. Too many assholes to deal with. And if anybody feels like donating, there is a pinned comment at the top of the page. I could use a couple dollars. So Bobby said, I wish you could catch a break. Jim, you're a good dude, deserve better. Well, thank you. I mean, it's par for the course in these fucking places, you know? I mean, some of these people are just absolutely horrible to live with. You know what I mean? They weasel their way in with the owners of these places, and they get positions, and they're just a total piece of shit. You know, but and you're the one that got to live with them. You know what I mean? Like, and if they're making the money, they can do no wrong. So I've had about enough of the bullshit. I'm trying to help this kid now, but he's like 25. I don't even know that this kid's serious. So I said, no idea. Someone told me it seemed that way. He did a Substack about it. I couldn't make head nor sense of it. You got to deal with assholes there, then you got to deal with me on here. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I'm surrounded by assholes. Even online. AJ. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to thank Broadcast Bar. He sent me a donation the other day, $5. I'll remember if I see him on here, but yeah, they're bitching up a storm about Trump. These fucking people have learned nothing, and they hate Musk now, and they're practically licking his balls a few years ago. The man saves these fucking astronauts. You think they would live stream that? You think families would be on the edge of their couches watching it? Nope. They hardly made any kind of deal out of it at all. And he offered to do it earlier, and they wouldn't let him. And now they're saying that he refused to do it. It's just, oh my God, how the fuck is anybody still a Democrat? Let alone a progressive. Like, how the fuck do you square that? Yeah, I understand the Musk situation is fascinating to watch. We greatness. They don't treat it like Apollo 11. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, wow. They're going to downplay rescuing astronauts that have been in space for 8 months. They're only supposed to be there like 8 days, I think, right? And they're going to downplay that because of Musk's association with Trump. Like, wow. Right, Joe. Jill said, funny how the media can sway so many so fast, no one learned. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know that I completely think that the media sway, because the only thing you really see is idiots online and people protesting. And I think a lot of these people are paid. I do. I don't think there's that many stupid people. Well, we got AJ, so, I'm sure AJ supports all this nonsense. I mean, what's he got Musk doing? Looking into government departments to see where there's fraud, waste, and abuse. And somehow there's a problem with that. And he's firing people that aren't loyal to him, or they're it's a waste to have them. They're paying them for nothing. You think everybody would be happy, but nope. They're saying it's illegal. It's not illegal. You got all these judges acting out of their jurisdiction. Judges ain't allowed to do that. He's the president. So every time he does something, a federal judge can say no. Get the fuck out of here. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just all bullshit. Well, yeah, you get meatheads like fucking AJ, It's just, Wow. It's mind-boggling. I just pretty much follow my brother for politic news. I mean, they make it seem like Trump is evil. Um, he's trying to destroy America, which is exactly what their side was trying to do. Precisely what their side was trying to do. And, I just don't get it. So they shut my phone off today. I got a 3-day extension. I should be working a little more this week. I should be all right. Yeah, I got to get the fuck out of here, man. I can't stand being around people I don't trust. And I pretty much don't trust most people in these situations. I pretty much don't. So you got to watch where you put shit. You can't trust these people. You can't. And then they put people in positions of trust that they're fucking morons. So this whole situation is getting real old, real fucking old. I got to figure the fucking way up and out of it. I really do. But the rent and food and everything's still so fucking high. And I don't see rent coming down. You know what I mean? The only thing I've ever seen come down in price is gas in my whole life. Like once they set a price for something, that's it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. It's the only prices I've ever noticed going down. I've never seen food go up and then go down. Maybe eggs. Yeah, I hear you, Eleanor. It's just, I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't gotten drunk or high over this situation. You know what I mean? You make the mistake of trusting somebody, and then they stick it up your ass. It's par for the course in these recovery houses. They're not good places. They're really not for a short period. But I put myself here. I got nobody to blame but myself. Once again, I trusted my friend that started this, and he was a total piece of shit. I mean, I could tell you shit that went on here that your head would fucking spin. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say anything because some fucking scurrying coward will run back to the owner and say something. You know what I mean? I changed rooms. I was in a 3-man room. Now I'm in a 2-man. Yeah, I was offered to manage another house, but yeah, took that away from me too. It's just amazing. Yeah. Just trying to make the best of it until I can figure a way up out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I get out of here, I'll tell you all the stories. And believe me, I got some juicy ones. Trust me. I got some real fucking juicy ones. So let's see. Oh, we'll do my brother's video. Fuck it. So I haven't seen this one yet. So
what if I told you President Trump might be crashing the stock market on purpose? Yeah, on purpose. In this video, we're unpacking the viral theory straight from a post Trump made on Truth Social that points out that this is all part of a genius America First master plan. You're definitely going to want to watch this. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. So look, if you like our videos and you haven't already, become a subscriber to the channel. Hit the notification bell, smack that like button because it helps us get our message out to more people who need to hear it. All right, let's talk about the stock market, or should I say the roller coaster ride that's got Wall Street assuming the crash position. You've seen it. Wild swings, red numbers, financial pundits hyperventilating on TV, the fake news pouncing on the story just to throw trash at the president. But what if that chaos is actually part of an engineered plan? Stay with me. What if this isn't a mistake, but the most brilliant economic play we've ever seen? Here's the headline. Trump is crashing the stock market by 20% this month, but he's doing it on purpose. Yes, that's straight from a video he posted on Truth Social. And no, it's not because he accidentally hit the crash button at Mar-a-Lago while trying to post a meme. All right, according to the video, Warren Buffett allegedly says Trump is making the best economic moves he's seen in over 50 years. So either Trump has a crystal ball or he's playing 5D economic chess while the rest of DC is still licking monopoly money. Give it a watch.
Trump is crashing the stock market by 20% this month, but he's doing it on purpose. And this is why Warren Buffett just said Trump is making the best economic moves he's seen in over 50 years. Now, here's the secret game he's playing, and it could make you rich. So why is he doing this? To push cash into treasuries, which forces the Fed to slash interest rates in May. And those lower rates give the Fed the ability to refinance trillions of debt very inexpensively. It also weakens the dollar and drops mortgage rates. Now, it's a wild chess move, but it's working. Now, you're probably wondering, what about his tariffs? Well, I'll tell you, it's a genius play. It actually forces companies to build here to dodge them. It also forces farmers to sell more of their products here in the US to bring grocery prices way down. We've already seen this with eggs. Now, remember, 94% of all stocks are owned only by 8% of Americans. So Trump, he's taking from the rich short term and handing it to the middle class through lower prices.
All right, to get into the details, they say Trump is flooding the market with U.S. treasuries. Why? To force the feds to lower interest rates in May. And guess what happens when rates drop? The U.S. government can refinance its Titanic-sized debt for pennies on the dollar. Now, this would help you, too, with mortgage rates. Is this suspicious timing on Trump's part or a calculated brilliance? We're talking about a weakened dollar, falling mortgage rates, and suddenly refinancing starts to look like a weekend in Vegas with cash back. Do you see where I'm going with this? The video called it a wild chess move, and I've got to say it's the most polite way I've ever heard someone describe a market crash. And the tariff plan, well, get ready. The video claims it's a genius play because it pressures companies to manufacture in the U.S. again. Remember, Trump told American companies that went overseas, look, you can come back here and take advantage of everything America offers you, and also we're going to lower your taxes, or you can stay over there and pay 25% tariffs. Nobody will buy your stuff. Plus, it makes the farmers sell their stuff locally, which always means lower grocery prices. Remember when the Biden administration gave us a ton of inflation? Well, that's because they wanted to lower the value of the dollar so that they could refinance their debt. But look at that got us. I mean, in other words, they harmed all of us with higher prices for things for that. But Trump has figured out how to do this and to help everybody. Now, remember, eggs were chosen. They were the poster child for this one. The libnuts started screaming egg prices were still up only days after Trump was sworn in. That's not a good look for the party unless you wanted to look dumb And just to rub a little salt in the globalist wound, 94% of all stocks are owned only by 8% of America. Translation, the elites are the ones sweating while middle-class America gets the benefit. It's like Robin Hood, but with a red tie and an economy-sized tax return, right? Here's the actual playbook. Tank the market, scare investors, push them toward U.S. treasuries. That forces the Fed's hand. They slash interest rates, and Trump refinances the debt like it's a car loan he found on Craigslist. Coincidence, or is this phase 2 of the Trump economic universe? Now, let's talk about the debt, the ugly truth Washington doesn't want you to hear. Right now, America is spending more on interest payments than anything else. We're maxed out, just paying the minimum and stuck in a financial treadmill of doom. Trump's logic? If he can cut interest rates, we save hundreds of billions of dollars every single year. That's not just smart, guys. That's borderline revolutionary. Now, how much are we talking? Try $400 billion in annual savings. That's your money, your family's future, not heading overseas to bondholders sipping wine in Davos. And who really owns the stock market? Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent lays it out. The top 10% of Americans own 88% of equities. The next 40% owns 12%. The bottom 50%, they've got debt. You've got debt. And that's exactly who Trump is fighting for. Now, about those tariffs again, Bessent delivers the mic drop, saying if tariffs are so bad, why do other countries have them? Or if the American consumer is going to pay all the tariffs, then why do they care? Boom. Tariffs work. That's why. That's why they hate them. They hurt the elites far more than they hurt Joe and Jane taxpayer. For decades, these multinational vampires have been sucking the wealth out of America. And Trump, he ripped out the IV. The takeaway here, guys, is this isn't some blunder. It's exactly what we signed up for. It's what we voted for. While the media melts down and the left panics, Trump's team is calm, calculated, and charging forward. The economic strategy, it's strong and risky, maybe even nuts. But here's the thing. It's working so far. Is this what you voted for? The answer is yes. This is exactly why we voted for President Trump. We are getting exactly what we wanted. If Trump's plan holds, guys, we're not just surviving. We're flipping the script. Refinance debt, lower prices, manufacturing on our own soil, and a middle class that finally gets a break. That's not just good policy. That's a new American era. All right, thanks for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with all that's going on in D.C. right now. I'll see you in the next one.
You seem to know something I don't. What's going on? Can you tell me what it is, please? I'm not that slow like you think. Strange vibrations in the room.
So, Richie, AJ says that Warren Buffett denies saying any of that. Now, I looked it up, and I don't see anything directly from Warren Buffett, but supposedly the company that he uses, I don't know how to explain it, they claim that it's false. So, okay. So, Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett's company, issued a statement shortly after Trump posted the video, calling reports on social media attributing comments to Buffett false. Buffett told a reporter Friday that he won't be commenting on the economy until Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting later this spring. So Buffett didn't deny it. He just said he won't be commenting on the economy until later. So... yeah, you would think that Buffett would have said, I didn't say that, but he didn't, did he? So nice try, AJ. Of course, I figured that out in about 1 minute. bullshit. What a bunch of bullshit. And yet he still didn't deny what Trump said. You see how that works, AJ? So why didn't he come out and say, I didn't say that? See? But he didn't do that, did he? He said he wanted to knock down misinformation in an age where false rumors can be blasted around instantaneously. Why didn't he directly respond to what he purportedly said? That's how normal people operate, AJ. They say, I didn't say that, but looky here. And I don't even know that that's true. We're taking this from some fucking pansy-ass reporter. Can't trust any of these media people. CNBC's Becky Quick. Fuck her. Who the fuck is she? Fucking cunt. Okay, I got to read this twice. What's funny is the fake news is not publishing that Buffett actually said it as if he actually said it. I can't wrap my head around that. What's funny is the fake news is not publishing that Buffett actually said it. I can't figure that out. I can't do it. I don't know what you mean. He might have said it and don't want to admit to it. You know what I mean? But he has not come out clearly and said, I didn't say that. So, because Buffett don't want to be seen being on the side of Trump. You know what I mean? None of these people are going to give Trump any kind of applause. It doesn't matter what he does. He could cure cancer. He could, colonize Mars. It wouldn't matter. These people are going to find some kind of fucking problem. What's up, Richie?
Yo, yeah, what's going on? Hold on, I gotta mute this. Yeah, what I'm saying is that the press is reporting on it. They're publishing what he actually said, but then they're saying after that he said something completely different. That's what I'm trying to say. In other words, they're saying that he said what you said, which was, I'm not going to make any statements here to you guys until I see the economy and what it does. But they never said that he actually, they didn't put his words in quotes saying that it didn't say it, that he didn't say that. Right. But yet they're acting like they did. It's the two steps.
AJ's too stupid to see that. He hears somebody say something against Trump.
To be fair to the retard AJ, a lot of people would fall for that, which is why the mainstream media stayed alive for so long.
Well, why should we be fair to AJ? I don't think we should be fair to AJ.
Yeah, but either way, Jim, the fact of the matter, either way, the fact of the matter is that what's going on is Trump is actually seeing the market go down so that it frightens the rich. See, in other words, let me put it this way. Joe Biden also tried to refinance his debt, okay, by lowering the value of the dollar. But the way he did it, he didn't fuck the rich people. He spent so much money, it caused inflation, which would bring the rates down. But the inflation fucked all of us. So if a dozen eggs goes from $2.49 up to $10, right? That doesn't harm the guy that's making billions, right? But it harms us. But now what Trump is doing is he flipped the script. He's saying, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to be Robin Hood and take from these rich assholes and force them into U.S. treasuries so that they lower the debt or they lower the rate, which they're going to do anyway next month. They're planning it right now, but now they have to lower the rate. and he'll refinance all that debt at a lower rate. And so what happens is we'll save, I think he said, like between $400 and $450 billion a year. Because, Jimmy, we're spending 50.1% on interest on the debt right now. More than 50% we're spending. Somebody has to do something. So he's and remember, he didn't do this out of nowhere. He came out and said multiple times, there's going to be a little pain. It's going to last for a little while. Now, a little while could be a year, depending on how the lib nuts try. Like think about this. The press has been absolutely trying to trash the economy, to harm Trump. They don't give a fuck that we're the people that are going to be actually harmed if the economy tanks, but they want to fuck him. So they're intentionally lying about what he's doing with the markets. What I think he's doing is brilliant because he's going to force the rich to go into U.S. treasuries instead. But then what's going to happen is your stocks are going to go up. But see, the other thing is the way he's with the tariffs. It all works together. With the tariffs, he's saying to he said it several times. He said, you guys can come back to America. You're an American company. You can come back here. You're going to take advantage of everything America has to offer you. And you're going to also have lower taxes because we're going to lower your taxes even more soon. And then you could stay over there if you want to, but you're going to get hit with a 25% tariff and nobody's going to buy your shit. So it would be better to move here. And guess what? They're dropping like flies. They're coming here, right? The other thing is he's telling the farmers, right, without directly telling them, he's saying, guess what? You're not going to be able to sell your shit overseas. So why don't you sell it here locally? And what happens? Supply and demand. Now, AJ wouldn't believe in supply and demand because he's a commie, but supply and demand says when you have more supply than demand, what happens? The price goes down. So he's going to lower the price for groceries, right, for the American people, right? All right, I'm out. See you. Anything else?
Yeah.
All right, see you. Later, guys.
What's up, Special K, Vamps, Ludwig. What's up? Yeah, see, AJ will believe anything he hears. Anything. If it's against Trump, he's on board. And let's face it, what Trump is trying to do may fail. It might. But as president, he has the authority to do things the way he wants to. You wouldn't see Jeremiah. No, Richie. No. He might have been on this channel 2 weeks ago. I think he was on my channel. The irony, what? AJ, you are a smacked ass. You know that? You're a smacked ass. You voted for a moron. 2 morons. Vamp said, I like how they say Trump is a dictator. Yeah. Biden was the one that forced us to wear masks. Yeah. And fired people for not getting the jab. Convinced companies to fire people. Yep. They fired all those medical people. Yeah, so my brother said, at least Trump is thinking of the American people, unlike Biden, who did everything he could to attack us. Correct. And that's right in your face. If you can't see that, there's something wrong, mentally wrong with you. It's called TDS. Get it checked out. What the fuck is this? Kicking drummers out of bands. Okay. Right. It's hard to predict. Let's face it. If it fails, then at least Trump tried something, and he has the right as president, he has the authority as president to do this. He does. No matter how much the media whines and cries, no matter how many of these little assholes want to protest, something radical has to happen. And even if Trump is exactly right about everything, the economy turns around, they're still going to find fault with it. They're going to act like it's nothing. I mean, look what they did with Elon Musk saving those astronauts. Hardly mentioned it. They should have live streamed that. Every fucking eyeball on the planet would have watched it. But nope. Nope. Vamp said, intelligence is difficult for some people. It all starts with facts. Well, if a fact hit AJ in the ass, he wouldn't know. No, watch this. Jim, how do you feel about Trump skipping the ceremony of the U.S. soldiers who died in Lithuania to golf? Well, you know what, AJ? I can't speak intelligently on that now because I haven't heard about it. But I know all you did was read a headline. So, I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. And most likely it's a half truth, no truth at all. You just believe whatever they say about it. You read a headline and off to the races. Vamp said, because dead people can't play golf. Here you go, AJ. Here's the answer. He sent the Secretary of Defense, which was the protocol. Do you understand that, AJ? You fucking moron. Yeah, and I guarantee you the media knows this, but just another dig at Trump. Oh, that's all I read? That's your fist mistake. What are you into fisting, AJ? You get fists up your ass? Is that what it is? Fisting? Did you see what my brother said, AJ? You fucking moron. He sent the Secretary of Defense, which was the protocol. You know what the Secretary of Defense what used to be called? The War Department. Yeah. So shut the fuck up, AJ, you fucking moron. Agape. Yeah, that's what you call yourself. Now that you let out that you like fisting, you should call yourself agape. Yeah, I think something radical has to be done about all this debt. I mean, there's no way we're paying that debt. It's not going to happen. It's just not. And nobody else has tried to really do anything to stop it. So, if Trump's plan works, great. AJ, you just don't listen, do you? You don't listen. The protocol is that the Secretary of Defense goes. Do you understand that? You understand what the word protocol means? You fucking libtard idiot. Yeah, hi, Bex. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Rich. Hello to everyone except frickin' AJ. Christ, AJ, you got so many friends. There's only one thing you can do to pay down the debt. The YouTube community liaison officer. Yeah, this is Nelson. Not the protocol at all. AJ, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? You just don't. And you just make shit up. I mean, this is coming from a man that told the entire chat that his mother was dead. And then we found out a month or two later that his mother wasn't dead. And he did that to try to sully my brother because my brother beat the balls off him in an argument. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, AJ, you've already proved time and time, and there was other times too. You proved time and time again that you will lie to try to substantiate some kind of bullshit that you're spewing. I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at all the bullshit they put Trump through during his first presidency. And then when he was out of the presidency, and now he's president again, and they're just doing the same stupid shit. There you go, AJ. It is the protocol. Sometimes the president will attend, but for a training accident, it's usually the Secretary of Defense. You fucking retard. They have said the president can go, but he is not obligated, and the higher honor comes from an actual military member. Nah, Rich was talking shit. So he's talking shit. So you said your mother was dead to try to like sully his reputation or win the argument. Right? You'll resort to that. That's my point. If need be, you'll lie on the level of on a scumbag level, like your mother's dead. AJ, when you were born, they slapped your mom. I don't know what to tell you. Bobby said, I think you guys are forgetting that AJ is an expert in empathy. So what's up, Jeffrey Russell, you fucking Ohioan? I think the fumes from that fucking train derailing affected your brain. So my brother also said, AJ, you listening, you fucking retard? The families requested no media at the transfer. And Trump and Vance know if they showed up, there would be media galore. There you go. There you go, AJ. Stop reading headlines and then coming on here and trying to fucking splatter bullshit all over my fucking show. the YouTube community liaison officer. Hey, listen, I don't fucking believe you're just a troll. That's all. You're not here to help a fucking channel with 283 people, okay? You're not. So didn't see a dime they promised for the derailing either, the bastards. Yeah. Brother said an administration official told The Hill the families of the fallen soldiers requested no media be present at the transfer and that the White House is requesting their respect for privacy. Officials have also been working on correspondence to the families. Uncle Bobby said President Trump has to check with Judge Boasberg if he can attend the gathering. And the judge said no, but Trump is still guilty, bigot. Yeah, AJ, you just got destroyed again. See, AJ, this has been a running thing with you, right? You say something stupid early in the show, and you just get dumber and dumber as the show goes on. So you're better off shutting the fuck up. Well, the YouTube liaison officer seems to come in peace and bring us all smiles. Yeah, it's all bullshit. He's here to help me. He ain't fucking help me at all. It's fucking Nelson. Streak and bacon. Streak and bacon. So if anybody feels like donating, there's a pinned comment at the top of the page. Hit me up. I got PayPal and Cash App too. Let me know. God knows I can use some fucking money. Out of cigarettes, fucking. I'd like to thank the Broadcast Bar. He made a donation yesterday for $5. Listen to this bullshit. Ginger Gamer Guild. You didn't need to ask for donations when Biden was president. Suggesting what? Yes, I did. I always ask for donations on my channel. I haven't been that hard at it the last few months because YouTube's basically destroyed my channel 3 times. So. Right, Jeffrey said, if tariffs are bad, why did all these countries have them on us? Seems like they like tariffs and think they're beneficial to me. Trump is going to make us rich, not poor. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all bullshit. The people that made these deals and let these people do these tariffs, I guarantee you there's some kind of kickback coming to these fucking... And Musk is talking about looking into Congress. Good. And where do you see the stink the media makes about that? Yeah, look into these motherfuckers. Yeah, how are they coming in broke and millionaires in a few years, right? The fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck if it's a Republican or a Democrat. Prosecute these motherfuckers. So Trump's plan will ruin the average American like Jimmy, and you'll be poor and happy. Well, listen. All the wrong people, right, that were on the wrong side of everything are saying what you're saying. So I'm going with Trump. You're dismissed. The UK just caved to the tariffs. Yeah, I think Vietnam did. Who else did? I'm going with Trump, you retard. What's up, boss? What's up, man? Yeah, how could you not trust with Trump after what Biden did to the United States? All that fucking inflation. One of the first things he did was cut oil production, which made the gas go up. Then everything else goes up. It's pretty fucking simple. But when you got these fucking progressive simps online, they either say it didn't happen or no, it's this way. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They still go to the mainstream media for their primary source of information. There's no research done. They don't consider what conservatives have to say. And I watch all this shit, man, and it's mind-boggling. It hurts my brain to watch, to try to talk to some of these morons. It's too much. I'm not the one begging on the internet for charity to buy smokes. Who the fuck said I'm begging, asshole? This is my fucking channel. You know what? You're out of here. Somebody ban this asshole. I don't even wish to make my finger do any work for you. So one of my mods, ban this jerk off. Bye-bye, Ginger. Come on my fucking channel and talk shit. Jeffrey said, these are all reciprocal. You know what that means? It means we're just mirroring what they are already doing to us, you fucking lefty retards. Dude, it is as simple as that, but you just can't. Oh, I had to ban that motherfucker. See you, Ginger. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, you know, Jeffrey, it is that simple, but nope, you can't, you just can't, oh, fuck. What the fuck? You can't get that through to these people because the media is telling them something different. And they want to believe in the media, so. Believe these fucking people, they think they can come on my fucking channel and insult me right off the bat. Of course, the least you can do is develop somewhat of a relationship with me, you fucking commie fucking clown. There you go, Ginger. There you go. I used to think free speech applied to my channel, and then I met AJ. You know what I mean? Billy Blocks said, here's a quarter. Go buy yourself a soul, Ginger Gamer Guild Gimp. What's up, Billy? Yeah, fuck these motherfuckers. You know? Yeah, I'm no longer going to let people come right on my channel and fucking insult me. You try to you can't reason with these people. You can't. You can't. They're insulting. They're smug. Shut the fuck up. Get your own fucking channel. Jeffrey said, I feel like I'm literally talking to retards when debating somebody on the left. How do you even have a rational conversation with someone not in reality? You can't. It's kind of like living here in these recovery houses. You know what I mean? You can't reason with unreasonable people. They'll accuse you of saying things you didn't say. They'll deny things that they said. They'll attribute things to you that you never did. I'm telling you, man, it's tough. It's fucking tough. Fam said, we already have our personal troll, AJ. We don't need another one. Yeah, no. So the YouTube community liaison officer, totally legit. At YouTube, we hosted a huge event for Gingers last week. Sadly, not a single soul showed up. Well, maybe Ginger Gamer Guild will show the fuck up. We have nothing in common with them. I know. You can't talk any kind of sense with these fucking people. You just can't. Like there's some black dude I saw today, right? Now, when I first moved here, I walked out the door with a Trump shirt on. He's walking by me. He's like, he's a racist. You're probably a racist too. He got all emotional. I'm like, Jesus Christ, buddy. I just got here. I ain't here 24 hours. Welcome to the neighborhood. How about that? So now I don't see him for months. And he approaches me. And when he realized that I didn't know that was him, right? I didn't realize. And I said, Jesus Christ. I mean, because he was totally different. He was calm. He was like, you know. So I'm talking to him and a few of his boys. They're hanging on a porch over a bunch of black guys, right? And one dude's like, "What do you know about black people?" I said, "Well, I've been in the juvenile system in Philadelphia. I've been in halfway houses in the juvenile system. I was in the penitentiary. You don't think I know a thing or two about black people?" And they started laughing. But even a couple of them were for Trump. Because you have no sense. All you do is kiss Trump's ass no matter what he does. It's just astounding. If I knew how to do a poll, should I ban AJ today? I'm in a banning kind of mood. AJ's retarded. That's the entire problem with him. He's fucking retarded. Fucking no, don't ban AJ. Okay. Fucking retard. Oh shit. Oh man. There you go. Lobig said, Little Richard and Jerry Lee, the big heroes in our house. I think I mentioned before that was a V solid boogie pianist. Okay. AJ, whose flag is that? It's probably the Pakistani floorboard girl. What's up, Linda? All you do, AJ, is walk away from your support so you don't have to be wrong. Issue after issue. Oh, I'm not even a Democrat. Bruh. I'm telling you, almost every stream he says something stupid that's easily provable that it's stupid. And then it just gets worse. And that's probably, due to his alcohol content. But, I mean, he was stupid when he was sober, remember? I mean, he was really stupid. Extra stupid. AJ is like debating someone who just discovered electricity yesterday, and he still thinks it's magic. The totally legitimate YouTube community liaison officer says, we did a study at YouTube. It turned out gingers are the most patriotic. Their balls are red, white, and blue. Okay. AJ is a drowning man that will fight you when you try taking him out of the water. I am Irish, Linda. Yeah, you do a disservice to Irishmen. But the only anti-commie party is conservatives, Jeffrey, because the libertarians still got a bunch of fucking leftist commies there. I mean, they got some good people, but there's no real anti-commies in Democrats. So the only party that's anti-commie right now is the right. Yeah, Ireland hates Trump. Yeah, Ireland has a Muslim prime minister. Think about that. Think about that, AJ. Think about that. Californian stoner with TDS. AJ, you're such a moron. How many beers is this, AJ? What's this, about your third? Fucking Sunday afternoon, and he's getting hammered. I'm 3 months sober. Oh, are you? On the 23rd, I'll be 23 months sober. Yeah, well, you know what, Bex? For the most part, for a lot of people, it does, but I'm telling you, man, I cannot stand to be around manipulative liars. And I've had a lot of experience with these type of people in this house. And I'm just fucking tired of it. I mean, it just kind of wears me the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can't really win with these people. You know what I mean? You can't. They ingratiate themselves to the owners of these places. They do a lot for them, and then they basically get away with just about anything. Yeah. You're thinking of England. I care if he's Muslim. These fucking crazy radical Muslims are looking to take over the world, AJ, you fucking idiot. What's a Muslim doing running Ireland? Huh? Europe is basically fucked. Their politicians sold them out. I don't think I don't know if they can keep their culture alive. I don't know. I feel bad for the people, but it's their politics, and they were trying to do it here, and Trump's trying to reverse it. God bless them. They got to go back, all of them. Yeah, AJ, if you're thinking of England, who cares if he's Muslim? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, there's an Englishman there. You know what I mean? Even Sweden has Somalis. Yeah. Yeah. They're raping the women. It's fucking ridiculous. Right. Yeah, there's some truth to that, Jeffrey. They're going to take over the world. It's just a numbers game at this point. The West don't reproduce. You got an extra 50 seconds for being insulting. Wonder how Molly Z is doing since the election results come in. Yeah, I ain't seen her in a while. I think she showed up like 6 months ago or something. I can't remember. She showed up once or twice. She always said, Jimmy, it's a shocking state of affairs here in England. I know a little bit about it. Yeah. Yeah, basically England's fucked because of immigration. Your politicians fucked you. And they were trying to do the same thing here. Thank God for Trump. I mean, how do your own politicians destroy your culture? I mean, that's sad. I enjoyed Molly's videos. She was pretty funny. She was an activist, but didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. You know, it was kind of cringy. So AJ says, Billy Blogs, Rishi Sunak was the PM of the UK. What you think you're going to tell a fucking Englishman something? AJ, you fucking moron. Jeffrey, I'm wondering how the Jerry Curl Jew from Missouri is doing. I haven't seen him in a long time. Well, he may very well be the this YouTube community liaison officer. That's probably who it is. He hasn't came in as himself in a couple months. Linda said, "Stop being stupid, AJ." Now, AJ, that's pretty sad because for Linda to call somebody stupid, yeah, she's much more tolerant than me and most other people on the channel. So if Linda called you stupid, you might want to think about it. It's all so tiresome. Yeah, I know. He asked Jim, you brought it up. You're being stupid. Not Jimmy from Philly on the phone. Is that some kind of... Come on, you fucking... What does he mean? Not Jimmy from Philly. Richie's on the phone. Oh, his son. Oh, okay. Yeah, his son's on the phone. Richie. That's what he means. He's talking to his son. I don't know what the fuck he meant. I thought he was giving me a hint that he was on my phone. So where the fuck is Unlimited Liquid? No, I mean I had to go. Yeah, Rich, I get it. Richie was on the phone. I get it. Yeah, I understand, Richie. Oh my God. Is he really this fucking stupid? Are you really that fucking stupid? Oh my fucking God, man. Jesus Christ. How's my daughter doing? I wouldn't know, Jeffrey, and I've kind of given up on that. If she's going to continue to be disrespectful and not continue a relationship with her father, then the hell with her. She's book smart and all, and I give her that. But emotionally, she's been worked by her mother, and she believes shit that isn't true. My brother was telling me some things, and I've given up. I've basically given up. If the kid calls me, I'll take the call, but I'm not going to be disrespected any longer. Fuck her. I'm moving on. That's not what I said, AJ. Oh, I got to block this motherfucker. At least you're going on the timeout, AJ. I'm fucking sick of this shit. It's not what I said. I said, I believe the PM of Ireland is a Muslim. And he comes back and says, what the fuck? This is how fucking stupid he is. Let me get it exactly. Where the fuck is it? I hate this shit. Oh, his comments are removed. Yeah. Well, he said, yeah, but that was the same PM for UK. What the fuck do I care? Oh my God. This motherfucker is a complete fucking retard. He's just completely fucking retarded. Rishi Sunak was the former PM, and he was of Indian extraction, not Muslim. He was Hindu. Whatever. He's a sand trigger. Same shit, different toilet. Yeah. Yeah. How's a fucking Indian guy the prime minister of fucking Ireland? Like, come on, man. Come on. It's fucking ridiculous. AJ is talking out of his arse. Well, that's every day. So the totally legitimate YouTube community liaison officer said, even at YouTube, with our tolerance and inclusion TNCs, we agree that AJ is a retard. Oh my God. So, but he said, the way normal people talk allows for a certain amount of leeway in specifics. The underlying message is still clear. Okie dokie, Jimmy. What funny stuff have you got? Are you having a call in? People can come on if they want. I mean, I'll put the invite out. People can come on if they want. Bloken wants to say hi. Who's Bloken? Say hello. Who the hell is Bloken? Bloken. Poverty said, only a pedantic twat has to nitpick every possible little thing. Oh, you mean Streaky? Yeah, you can come on. Streaky, there's the fucking thing. Fucking tired. I'm not working tomorrow because it's raining. What the fuck? I don't know who the fuck you're talking to, Jeffrey. Why did you tell me to piss off? I'm confused. Did I tell you to piss off? I don't think I did. I think I remember that. AJ should be back any fucking second. Sunak. Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you something. No, first of all, let me check. What ethnicity is the Prime Minister of Ireland? Jesus Christ. I think he's Indian too. I don't know. How's the job going? I mean, okay, I get, we haven't really, we'll probably be working more this week. You're really waiting for the grass to grow. And this week, most of the lawns need to be cut. Oh, fucking AJ. Jesus Christ. He's the first to pop up.
Yeah, my bad. The mayor of London was
because he's retarded. That's why.
That's who you were thinking of.
You have no shame because you're retarded.
That's who you were thinking of.
Okay, though, I guess. I mean, I only got a couple days work. This week I should have more. I'm not working tomorrow because it's raining. But I should be full time next week. I wasn't being rude to Jimmy. Sometimes I busted balls, but he's my boy. Jeffrey. Yeah, Eleanor, don't worry about Jeffrey. I bust his balls all the time. Don't worry about it. Believe me, Eleanor, you'll know when I'm annoyed with somebody. You know, like with AJ, I put him on the timeout. You know, or with a ginger gamer guild. Who the fuck was that? Fucking retard.
No idea.
How does this work? I thought you banned him. No, I didn't ban him. I gave him a timeout. So a timeout only pushes him out for 5 minutes. And if I ban him, I got to fucking go through this bullshit to unban him. Yeah, I just timed him out. Joey Blog said, God, he's stupid. Jesus Christ, AJ. So how many beers are you knocking down?
None.
None. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah,
So what,
it's been
sober?
like a month and a half.
You trying to tell me you're sober?
Mhm. Yeah.
You are?
No more cigs. Nothing. Huh?
You didn't have to go to detox?
Nah.
So you just stopped drinking?
Pretty much. Yes, sir.
You didn't get the shakes or anything?
Not this time, nah. It's a bit rough the first like 4 days, but just plow through it.
Did you have the shakes in the first 4 days?
Nah, just like anxiety and shit. Couldn't sleep.
You gotta watch. You can fucking die from that. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, bro.
You can have a brain hemorrhage. Oh wait, you don't have a brain, so you can't hemorrhage.
Yeah, man. Fucked it for a while there. I was drinking fucking like all day, every day, months on end. But that was a while ago.
So Bobby said AJ cured himself of alcoholism by walking the ashes of the California wildfires.
Yeah, no more steel reserve.
What's that?
No more steel reserve.
So are you smoking up a storm? If somebody else wants to come in, you can come in.
Not more than I used to, but it's mainly just to sleep. Smoke at night, go to sleep.
The floorboards jokes are still the best. Oh man. Hey Jay. I start with to all my British friends out there. Have you guys been watching Mobland yet? That's pretty good. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's all right. We only got 2 episodes out, but anybody watching Mobland? It's like about these British crime families in England, I think. What's that? Where you are? AJ.
What?
Where's the birds from?
Yeah, they're out here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's a TV series out called Mobland, and it's about like British crime, well, at least so far, it's about 2 British crime families. Pierce Bronson's in it.
Was that on Netflix?
Yeah, that Cyberbully. What's up, Cyberbully? He said, "Is that the show with Tom Hardy?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty good. I watched the first 2 episodes. There's only 2 episodes. It just started. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'll tell you what. I watched Animal Kingdom TV series. That was
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
you were talking about that.
That was really good. That's based in Southern California, I think. They're like an American crime family run by this woman. Yep. I bet you couldn't even hear them birds when you were drinking.
The crows in the morning, you hear? Yeah, dude, I'm done for good.
How long did you stay sober the last time? A month?
No, like little over 2 months. But
Everybody donates so we can get AJ some Steel Reserve. I like them better than
nah.
Billy Blogg said. So AJ should have taken B1, otherwise he is risking wet brain. Now, wet brain's only gonna. You have to drink for years to get wet brain. Yeah, I got an app for my phone. I can watch anything I want for free. It's only on the phone now.
Is the app free?
Yeah.
What is it?
HD Cinema.
HD Cinema.
But you gotta. It's hard to find the right. They got all these clones and stuff, so it's hard to find the right one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sour Bowie said alcohol is poison. I didn't really drink heavy per se. I would have 3 or 4 of those 9%ers, but I was drinking every day.
Yeah.
And that would have increased over time. I guarantee you, because I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't working as good, and I was eating Xannies on top of it.
Oh.
Or I would have been a hot mess by now. If I kept drinking 2 years later, I'd have been a hot mess.
Yeah. Yeah, Xannies are hard on the liver too. So that's just like.
Oh, I don't know. The Xannies are hard on your liver.
Yeah, they are.
So you haven't looked into any of this Trump stuff, huh? With the tariffs and all?
Nah, I've really been following politics recently.
You just read headlines.
I was trying to fucking. Well, anyway. Trying to figure something out. But it's neither here nor there. If you moved out of there, where are you going to go?
Well, therein lies the problem. I got to find somewhere some people run these like they're still in AA, but they run these rooming type houses where
Yeah.
there's no real rules other than stay sober, and you don't have to put up with any bullshit. You get your own room for about the same money that they're charging me here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I just don't like being lied to, and you know, I'm sick of it. I don't trust a lot of these people. You know, I mean,
Have they
like
been
being
stealing your shit or something?
no, I just don't trust them. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
stolen from before here. You know, about a little over a year ago,
Yeah.
somebody stole my wallet, $300. So Bobby's like, Jimmy, I think Unlimited Liquid let you stay at his RV and keep it going for him while he's traveling. But I can't imagine the scene is the same as Philly. Well, you know, I also have to make money. You know what I mean? So I got to work. Yeah, where the fuck is Liquid? And now Liquid went to some other country, didn't he? He was in
Yeah,
Croatia.
he's in
Went somewhere else.
Croatia, I think.
No, I think he went somewhere else.
I don't know.
So Special K wants to know, what about the OnlyFans girl from Argentina, Gay J?
She's not OnlyFans. But yeah, I'm working on it.
You sure that ain't a tape playing them birds? That just sounds too real.
They're not fucking usually this lively, but I don't know. It's a nice day. But
Damn, they still got the Kensington cam. Let's see. Let's see how the worst people are. Kensington cam. There it is. There's Kensington live right now. Where the fuck is that? Who is that? I know it's Kensington. I'm trying to figure out where. You got a couple guys nodding against the building right there. I hear it's just cleaner down there, but there's still a ton of junkies. So they said they were going to help all these people, but they didn't. Telling you, the only way to do it is to just round them up and throw them in the fucking police van. That's it. Jail or rehab. Give them a choice. Okay, that's enough of that. Did you freeze, AJ?
nah.
Yeah. There it is. What's the temperature out there?
Probably like
What the fuck?
68 or something. Let me see.
Oh God, where the fuck is it? Weather. It ain't that warm here. I don't think. 53.
$77.
What's going up to that?
Yeah. I don't think that's right, though. It doesn't feel that warm.
Jeffrey Russell said, "Oh, I bet AJ's balls were frosty in Minnesota."
Beyond frosty. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
Linda wants me to put something on funny. I swear to God, Linda, YouTube ain't as interesting anymore. All right.
Check this out. Intruders caught on camera invading houses. So could something like this happen to you?
Dave Rowe knows all too well how it feels to have his home broken into.
Yeah, and see, that's what the problem was. Because I heard him first. I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because then I start to taste them. I say, and then I start to smell them. So it's like a smell like taste like. So I knew something was wrong. I knew something special about it. You know? So
what did you do when you heard the intruder?
I ran upstairs. I had to run. And I had to do what that little girl, what's that little girl in the Holocaust? She had a Anne Hathaway, Frankie Beverly. Anne Frank, that's a hiding bitch, ain't it? I had to get up the stairs. So he had so much rhythm. When he was walking upstairs, he said, doom, doom, doom. Bitch, I started to almost beatbox up in the closet. Oh, boom, boom, boom. But I couldn't do it yet because I couldn't die. I got caught tomorrow. So I'm just a little shook up. That's all that is.
Yeah, but at least he got out of there and did the right thing.
Yeah,
that's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Because he's in other videos.
Yeah.
See, I'm gay as hell. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm not able to, okay. Stop screen. Okay. All right, there it is. Oh, I don't think I killed the other one. All right, kill them birds.
Not so pale. Today, snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
DD Mangudu.
Once it's turned on, the sign will spell out Deli Cat Essen.
Can you demonstrate for us what it's like to brush our teeth, Pet, just a little bit?
Certainly. It's going to be areas of drist and mizzle. Drist and, what am I saying here? Mist and drizzle. I literally combined both.
Good to only been done by a beautiful lady.
No, I've seen this one.
It's a man, actually, Derek.
I just kept hearing it. I'm ducking and everything. God, just in the house, I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Let's get excited about that 69. I mean, that's pretty good this time of year, isn't it? I know you're excited about the win, but how about that 69?
Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Wow. Như vậy thì
A slight chance of some it's rain. It's going to bring a possibility of some rain that will be moving into our area.
Did you grab anything when you walked out the door? I grabbed nothing but 2 Tortino's pizza out of the refrigerator and my doggy, and we left. That's it. I tried to grab some other things, but they wasn't even worth it.
It's okay. Come a little closer. I'm going to stay over here by Joni.
Do they know?
No, hold him tight. Hold him tight. Hold him tight.
I am.
Hold him tight.
I am.
You got it.
I am.
That's okay. All right.
All right, Joni, you got it.
First and last name, please.
Erica O'Donnell.
And can you spell first and last?
First-Last.
I meant your first and last name.
Well, the sign says that it's 4 quarters for an hour, but a quarter only gets you 15 minutes. Yeah. So if my math is correct, that's not an hour.
That's not an hour.
Not an
but
hour.
It is. And also
a quarter, 15 minutes. Welcome back to Fox 2 News at 9 a.m. Time once again to get you caught up on your news headlines. For that, the Hamburglar.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, I gotta head out.
No, I won't. I'll get you later.
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
I'm Scott Mattis, live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just feet away from where a local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
But what we can say is that it looks for him in Uxbridge also something where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority.
12,000!
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks very much, Tim. Lots of people trying to get in on the act there.
Well, the best part is, the guy that comes in and goes, let me buy lunch today. Those guys.
Yeah, here, let me get it.
Right, I got it. It's a $2.99 burger. I'll buy lunch.
Good.
But,
Okay, well, I don't mean to interrupt, but can I try one of these?
Courtney, I would love to see my meat in your mouth. So I've got a burger ready to go for you.
First time I've heard that.
My meat in your mouth. Oh, AJ left. Oh, jeez. I gotta head out. AJ's going to the bar. AJ's hitting the bar. He's hitting the bar. See the shirt? Damn. Fuck. You missed, bitch. Checking his cellar. Yeah. He's going into the beer cellar. He sounded like he was sober, though. Even if it was the mayor of London, AJ. Why would the mayor of London be Muslim? And of course, he was against Trump. So this is for all my UK people. Do you think most people in the UK support Trump or not? What do you think? Do most, you think yes, Streaky? Streaky Bacon says he thinks that yes, most people in the UK support Trump. Dude, I'm fucking tired, man. Jesus Christ.
Guys, it's me. All right. Something incredible just might happen. RFK Jr. might pull off something that could obliterate the mainstream media as we know it. You've seen those cringe big pharma ads.
Yeah, this is a good video. I saw this the other day.
That's right. Well, what if they just vanished like a puff of smoke? You might be thinking, so what, Rich? They don't really bother me. I could take them or leave them while I'm watching McCall's Navy. Guys, in this video, I'm going to break down what happens if he bans those ads. And if he's successful, it's explosive. It will change the entire world as we know it. Let's get into it. Hey, guys, welcome back. So, word on the street is that RFK Jr. is planning to ban big pharma advertisements on television. Now, if that's true, and seriously, may the political gods smile upon us, it would be a game changer for the country. You know those super cringy drug commercials with smiling old people paddleboarding through their golden years with a voiceover that lists 47 potential side effects, including anything from halitosis to death? Yeah, those. Imagine them vanishing from your screen. Now imagine what happens next. What if the media's golden goose suddenly ran out of golden eggs? First up, say goodbye to the corporate media's piggy bank. I'm not being dramatic when I say we're all going to experience in real time the firing of the top fake news media anchors. Networks will lose it. Some networks might even collapse faster than a tray of gluten-free cookies at a bake sale. Why? Because the entire mainstream media business model is a facade. It's fake, it's phony, it's fraud. It's kind of like a U.S. aid fraud scam. Seriously, these media giants aren't rolling in dough because their content is Pulitzer worthy. They're being held up by one very lucrative crutch, big pharma ad dollars, but not for the reasons you might think. So what if everything you thought about the mainstream news was a bought and paid for illusion, like the U.S. aid fraud scams? Second up, big pharma doesn't advertise to sell drugs. It pays big bucks to be ignored. You think, Rich, how the hell is that happening? You pay big bucks to put an ad out. You're not trying to be ignored. Well, listen up, because that's right. Big pharma isn't buying ad space to move their products. It's buying silence. Those drug commercials aren't there to convince grandma to call her doctor about Smile-Gexa because grandma deserves to giggle again. That is just wildly overpriced hush money schemes disguised as marketing. The real reason Big Pharma floods TV with ads is to prevent reporting on its own corruption. That sweet ad money is a bribe, an unspoken deal to keep the networks quiet. Shh, don't talk about our shady side and we'll keep your lights on and your wallet's fat. Now, you know why all the big guns in media attacked RFK Jr., right? It was never about some goofy plans that he floated from time to time over the years. It was never about him having an authoritarian complex and hating vaccines and wanted to end HHS. Rah! It was always about the money. But if RFK Jr. yanks the power cord, the truth might finally hit primetime news. Wouldn't that be a nice change of pace? Seriously, we might actually see honest reporting for once. I'm talking about actual journalism. Remember that? I'm old enough to remember. Yeah, real investigative journalism, the kind that used to win awards before they started collecting dust. Imagine our mainstream news media reporting on things like doctors getting kickbacks disguised as consulting fees for pushing certain prescriptions, drugs that don't really do what they claim to do in those commercials, peer-reviewed studies mysteriously funded by the very companies they're objectively reviewing, medical journals quietly burying negative study results to keep their advertisers happy. And what about those untouchable regulatory agencies? Yeah, the CDC and the FDA that have somehow dodged scrutiny for decades. Gee, I wonder how that happened. In other words, journalism that holds powerful institutions accountable. What a throwback. That was the whole reason why our founders gave us the First Amendment protections for the media. Guys, a reckoning is coming. Let's be honest. Once Big Pharma ad money disappears, so does the media's corporate muzzle. Just like that. They might actually remember how to do journalism. Maybe. When the pharma cash runs dry, the gag order lifts. Stories that were once off limits will suddenly flood the airwaves like they were there all along. And they'll tell us they were there all along. Because this rabbit hole is deep. If RFK Jr. has his way, we're talking about a war on the drug cartels in white lab coats and the news anchors reading their scripts for a paycheck. In the end, if RFK Jr. actually bans Big Pharma ads, we could be staring at the biggest media shakeup in decades. The grip of pharmaceutical dollars on mainstream reporting, gone. And what rises in its place? Maybe, just maybe, truth. Journalism with an actual spine. Accountability with bite. And for once, news that doesn't insult your intelligence. Thank you for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with who's really pulling the strings behind your nightly news. I'll see you in the next one.
Too many secrets, too many closed doors. We're sick to cover-ups. We're sick of the cover-ups. Want the truth and nothing more. The veil spend the lips dead, the jiggies up. No more drinking the Kool-Aid from their poison cup. We want transparency, we want it now. No more excuses, it's time to show how.
So Bobby said, we don't often see the efforts of the chef until the food is served. Yet Pam Bondi needs to over-deliver on prosecutions as soon as possible. Otherwise, will be another missed opportunities. The way she handled that initial so-called Epstein list, I thought it was just stupid. I thought it was stupid. She was handed 200 pages. I think it was 3 or 4 days before she promised all this shit on that Friday. You mean to tell me that she didn't have people read that or could have read it herself and saw that there was no new information? So she waited till Friday, to the day that she promised all this shit. After these influencers are running around with binders and all that, she waited till Friday to say that they didn't give her all the shit. That pissed me off. That made her look like a fool. I don't care what anybody says. She handled that terribly. She did. And then they let this one FBI motherfucker that was involved in it, they let him retire. without firing them. Hey, Broadcast, thanks for the donation yesterday. So, Broadcast Bar gave me a $5 donation yesterday. You too could be like Broadcast Bar. There's a pinned comment at the top of the page. AJ hates the American flag but promotes the Irish flag. Traitor. Legacy media is dying. And good for this, right? Yeah, that Pam Bondi, I don't know, dude. I lost a lot of faith in her, to be honest with you. First big thing she handles, and she muffed it. Like she shouldn't have waited till Friday to tell us what was going on. No. 200 pages, she could have known that in a couple hours. She could have had people read it. She could have read it herself. Fucking ridiculous. All right, well, listen, people, I'm going to get out of here because I'm hungry and these fucking assholes blasting the TV down there and it's fucking annoying me. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and maybe I'll try to do a stream tomorrow. I always say that and I fucking never do it. But I'm out of here, people. All right.